Guys a little bit about self-love. And I know that in a generation where we're taking selfies all the time, and in a generation where everybody seems to be in love with themselves, the reality of the matter is that's not real love. That's just the facade and an appearance that many times people put up, because on the inside they really don't feel loved. So they have to appear, they have to show this image of feeling like they love themselves so much. But the reality of the matter, there's a lot of people that are broken. And why do I want to talk about this is because specifically with what happened over the course of these past few days in Parkland, this was a young man that was completely broken. He obviously had no one, rejection. This was a young man who, his parents, I think, died and he was in foster care. And then the only relative that he had also died of his foster parent a few months. So this was somebody that was broken, messed up, didn't have love. He probably didn't think much of himself, and then one thing led to another, and he's lost his mind, obviously. These are things that can happen to anybody. You know, if a severe enough situation, traumatic situation happens to somebody, these open doors that we may allow open can cause a lot of hurt to happen. And so I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about what self-love is, because if we are not people that are built up from the inside in a strong way, we're going to allow anybody to speak into our lives and we're going to believe it. You have to believe who you are. You have to know who you are. And you have to be strong in who you are. You can't allow one day for you to feel some way and another day another because someone else tells you something. If you're built up strongly on the inside and truly believe in yourself and the potential that you have, it doesn't matter what anybody says to you. It doesn't matter if somebody tries to bring you down. It doesn't matter if somebody tries to speak adversely against you or tell you you can't do it or you won't ever make it. It doesn't matter what anybody says. You're going to get up, you're going to put your head up, and you're going to keep doing what you were set out to do. But I want to make sure tonight that this is so. I want to make sure that everybody that leaves here tonight leaves with the knowledge of who they really are. Leaves with an understanding that you are very valuable. Leaves with that understanding. I have the light pink slide out. We have, I just want to read this one verse. It will be the only verse I'll read for the night. In Mark 12:30 through 32, it says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength." The second is, love your neighbor as you love yourself. There is no greater than this. And why do I say this? Because if you don't love yourself for who you are inside, there is absolutely no way that you're going to know how to love anybody else. It's going to be a superficial love. It's going to be like, you know, when people take a picture of themselves and they put all of these different, what do you call those? Filters. In order to enhance themselves and make themselves look like how they really want to appear to look. But on the inside, they're empty. And so this is just something that I wanted to discuss, because if we're able to truly see the value of who we are, we can continue getting through life. It doesn't matter how many times we get knocked down, we can get back up, build ourselves up, and truly make something out of ourselves. There are so many people that have come from nothing, come out of foster cares and adoptions or homeless, who have become professionals, who have made it. But there are other people that have not. And there's a difference. What's the difference? It's what they believed in here. Whatever you believe in your mind is ultimately what you're going to end up doing. If your mind tells you you're dumb, you're stupid, you're no good for nothing, you're not going to make it, then that's ultimately where you're going to be. But if you continue to speak into yourself, I can do this. I got this. I can accomplish this. I can move forward. It doesn't matter if it's hard. It doesn't matter if it's this. It doesn't matter if it's that. I got this. And you push yourself. And you continue to push yourself against all odds. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to do. But you have to believe it. No one else can believe that for you. You have to believe what you're capable of. And you have to push yourself and strive to achieve those things. You have to be careful what you speak, Because everything that you speak, along with anything else that you allow anybody else to speak into you, is what you're going to believe. Okay? So fill yourself and surround yourself by people who are putting positive stuff into yourself. And you be the first one to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, and if you treat yourself like crap, and if you allow yourself to be disrespected, that's the way everyone's going to treat you. If you don't value you, nobody else is going to. Set standards for yourself. Say, you know what? I deserve better. I don't deserve to be treated this way. Don't allow it. At the end of the day, people are going to go as far as you allow them to go. Okay? What do you believe in about yourself? And that's where you're going to go at the end of the day. If we don't have love in ourselves, if we don't learn how to love ourselves, we're not going to be able to love other people. We're not going to have that. And if you don't see yourself with value and deserving of love and of respect, then others will see you and treat you as yourself, as you do, and as you allow yourself to be treated. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that today, because that's something that's very important and pertinent today. You have people that go out there that don't think highly of themselves. They want attention, and they do a bunch of things just to gain it from people, just to be accepted. And you got to be very careful, because these things, they can become addictive. Wanting people's attention and wanting people's approval, to the point that now, from one little thing, you start doing worse things and worse things and worse things so that you can get people's approval. At the end of the day, if you get yourself in trouble, those people will not be there to take the rap for what you did. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is your life worth it? You have one life. One life to live. One life to make a difference. One life to be the best you. And every single decision that you make is going to open up a path. It's going to be like stones that you're setting before yourself to go to the different areas that you want to go. Every decision that you make. And it only takes one decision to ruin your entire life. So with every decision you make, you have to ask yourself, is this worth doing? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? At the end of the day, it's going to be you that's going to be standing, nobody else. Now, I just wanted to go over this breakout of the different things that we're going to do tonight. There's 4 kinds of love for all of you who don't know. There's the love of eros, of storge, of philia, and of agape. Okay? So I'm going to be breaking everybody up into different groups. All right? And let's see if we can do this. If not, leaders, you guys can help me out with some ideas as to how we can possibly make this happen if we don't have enough people. But let's try to figure it out. But basically what this is going to depict is the different loves that there are. Okay? The eros love is the physical love. It's like the love of boyfriend, girlfriend, of husband, wife, that kind of love. Storge is the love of family, mom, dad, brother, sister. Philia is the love of friendship, like what you guys have, your friends. Agape love is the love of God, which is the perfect love. It's the love that's complete. It's the love that has all of those loves put together, and it's a love that never fails. Okay? So I just want you guys to get a good idea of each and every one of these. But where I want you guys to go tonight, and just what I want you to leave with from here above all, leave here with the understanding that how you love yourself and how you treat yourself and how you allow people to treat you is going to be the rest of your life what's going to happen. From now, when you go into the business world, when you get married to somebody, it's gonna lay out what your life is gonna be. So if you don't see the value in you, I want to encourage you to start seeing that value in you. Start seeing in you. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because God loves each and every one of you, no matter what. No matter what you've done, no matter what your past has been. Okay? Even if you mess up from here to next year or whenever, He's going to keep loving you. You just have to continue to come back and allow him to change you and to allow him to make you the best you that you can be, so that in turn you can become the best you. Once you work on yourself and you build yourself up on the inside, then you're going to allow yourself to love other people correctly, which will bring healthy marriages, a healthy family, healthy children. It will bring a good balance into your home. So I just encourage that, guys, because I know that there's so much out there going on with, with people being just rejected and bullied. There's so much out there, even amongst friends. Sometimes we do it to one another. The little jokes here and there, eventually that gets to somebody, and eventually they break. Some people break in a worse way than others. But that doesn't have to happen. That doesn't have to be you. And I want everybody here to know that if there's ever a time that you guys feel like you're alone and you need somebody to speak to, you can find that in anybody that's here tonight. We can exchange numbers at the end, and I want you guys to know that we are a phone call away. It doesn't matter what time of the night, day, whatever. If there's ever a moment that you guys feel that you need someone to talk to, that you're having a really bad moment, I want you all to know that we are here, that you have a support system, okay? That anything that you say to us stays private. It's not spoken to anybody else. Sometimes you just need somebody to hear you, And so I want to leave there with that, letting you guys know that God's love is for you. And I want you to start really, if you haven't already, start loving yourself, not in a superficial way, not in a way to put up a face like, but in a true way, to start respecting and loving who you are. And if you don't like 100% who you are, then start working at it. Make a list of how you can start bettering yourself and truly start appreciating and loving the person that you are. Okay? Because the more that you do that, the more it's going to go on to other people, and they're going to start treating you in that same kind of a way. All right? So now I wanted to just show you guys that because I want to break everybody up into teams.